Greetings to all, dear children. In this video, I will continue with History, chapter Traders, Kings and Pilgrims. The topics that will be explained in this video are the spread of the Buddhism, new form of Buddhism, quest of pilgrims, and beginning of Bhakti. The spread of Buddhism. Kanishka was the most famous Kushana ruler. He organized a Buddhist council where scholars met and discussed important matters. Ashwaghosha, a poet who composed a biography of the Buddha Charita, lived in his court. Mahayana Buddhism, a new form of Buddhism developed which had two distinct features. Earlier, the Buddha's presence was shown in sculpture by using certain signs. His attainment of enlightenment was shown by sculptures of the peepal tree. Later, statues of the Buddha were made in Mathura and in Taxila. Bodhisattvas were supposed to be persons who had attained enlightenment, and after attaining enlightenment, they could live in complete isolation and meditate in peace. But they remained in the world to teach and help other people. In India, Buddhism was spread to the western and eastern regions, where dozens of caves were hollowed out of hills for monks to live in. Some of these caves were made on the orders of kings and queens, others by merchants and farmers, located near passes through the Western Ghats. Buddhism also spread southeastwards to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, and other parts of Southeast Asia, including Indonesia. The older form of Buddhism, known as Theravada Buddhism, was more popular in these areas. The quest of the pilgrims. Pilgrims are men and women who undertake journeys to holy places in order to offer worship. As traders journeyed to distant lands in caravans and ships, pilgrims often traveled with them. The Chinese Buddhist pilgrims Faxian came to the subcontinent about 1600 years ago. Shangzang came around 1400 years ago, and I King came about 50 years after Shangzang. They came to visit places associated with the life of the Buddha as well as famous monasteries. Shangzang took the land route back to China and carried back with him statues of Buddha made up of gold, silver, and sandalwood, and over 600 manuscripts loaded on the back of 20 horses. Over 50 manuscripts were lost when the boat on which he was crossing the Indus capsized. He spent the rest of his life translating the remaining manuscripts from Sanskrit into Chinese. The beginning of Bhakti. Bhakti is a person's devotion to his or her choice deity. Anyone, rich or poor, high or low caste, men or women, could follow the path of Bhakti. During this time, the worship of certain deities, Shiva, Vishnu, and goddesses such as Durga, gained importance in Hinduism. These deities were worshipped through Bhakti, an idea that became very popular. In the sacred book of Hindus, the Bhagavad Gita, the idea of Bhakti is present, which is included in the Mahabharata. Those who followed the Bhakti emphasized devotion and individual worship of a god or goddess, rather than the performance of elaborate sacrifices. According to this system of belief, if a devotee worships the chosen deity with a pure heart, the deity will appear in the form in which he or she may desire. It could be thought of as a human being, lion, tree, or any other form. Thanks for watching video. God bless.